With a bit of an Italian news, La Stampa. Italians headed to the polls yesterday and they'll be again going today. Polls are open until 3 p.m. local time. But they're voting in the regional elections, but the turnout a lot lower, 9% lower, 9 points lower than in 2005. So the headline actually reads, turnout collapsed. Some 41 million people are actually eligible to vote in these 13 provinces that out of the 20 that currently elect their governors. And there had always been seen as a bit of a referendum for Berlusconi, because in the beginning his party was seen as a bit of a shoe-in, but with latest scandals and so on, and then his party wasn't able to register in Rome. They registered too late, so they're not actually running. He's facing quite a challenge. So he had actually called for them to vote. So obviously 9 points lower turnout is a
significant blow.
It's a significant blow. And they are, like I said, they are voting until 3 p.m. today. Yes, 3 p.m. today, but turnout still expected to be quite low.
Okay.
A bit of a sporty election, actually, in the UK. Football can make quite a difference there. The headline of The Guardian reading, or not the headline, but one of the headlines, a whole new ball game. Prime Minister Gordon Brown is proposing that fans can actually hold shares of their favourite clubs, or you have shares in their favourite clubs. Mm-hmm. Obviously, one of them is being, debt. That clubs have, spent a lot of money, have quite an expensive lifestyle to finance that. There's two ways they could do that. Either way, first way would be to actually hand over about 25% of the shares to supporters. Mm-hmm. They will elect a representative and have a say in the club's decision, or a group of supporters can actually make a takeover bid when a club is for sale. And this could actually boost...
Oh, this would make very, very interesting developments, especially for the lower league clubs, I guess.
Exactly.
I don't think not too many people have got the money from Manchester United.
I'm not sure they do, but it could actually also make a big difference for Gordon Brown, because he does look quite set on this idea, because he actually wanted to be a footballer himself, a football player himself. It didn't quite work out for him. But, so people are saying, oh, this could actually give him quite a boost in the polls. And, well, if you don't like football, maybe you like horses. The Independent saying, because, if Tory candidate David Cameron is saying that he might let hounds or dogs be allowed in hunting games again. They have been outlawed in 2004. You're no longer allowed to use dogs to chase a fox. They have to actually lay, in an artificial scent. Mm-hmm. David Cameron saying he might put that up for vote. So
it's all starting to heat up ahead of general election in Britain.
Exactly. Like I said, quite a sporty election, and cavalry will take to the streets and will go and door to door hand out pamphlets. So I guess it's you can choose your favourite sport and not just your favourite candidates. Yes, I don't know if you like horses or if you like footballs, but...
No.
Personally.
I can't possibly comment on that. I know nothing about either.
All right. Moving on, Bangkok Post, an interesting story there. A small part near the Burmese border in Thailand has actually opened a green school. They are using only material from the region to kind of cut down on pollution of actually transporting material, obviously using raw materials like, just the trees in the area and so on, bigger windows to use less electricity to have bigger light, wind instead of air conditioning. It's a great idea. The reason why I chose this article is actually they have an interview with a 13-year-old student in there who says it's really great, but it's getting hotter and hotter in the region because they are cutting down all the trees. So she doesn't quite understand this idea of a green school. They're cutting down all the trees out front of the school, no more shade. It's getting a lot hotter. So. And I have one little treat for you in the Figaro. They are called the Kabul Dreams, and their studio is located between a clothing and a cell phone store in the heart of Kabul. They are the first rock and roll group to come out of that city, and it's a trio. They're all from 3 ethnic backgrounds, so they have actually chosen to sing in English because none of them speak the same language. And so far, they've only been able to give concerts abroad because of security concerns. But I really like their music, so I did pick out a little clip for you, so take a listen.
Where I am and who I am. I'm a healing voice of crying I don't want to regain. Somewhere we can be alone and come around and you to me.
I think they'll be fine as long as they stay away from the political agenda.
I guess, yes.
Okay, Carla Westerhada, thank you very much indeed for that. Well, let's get a reminder now of the main international news. Female